श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।
ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि
ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनाम् उपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोदिभिः सीदसादनम्। ओम श्री महागणपतये नमः। ओम नमः शिवाय गुरवे सच्चिदानन्दमूर्तये निष्प्रपञ्चाय शान्ताय निरालम्बाय तेजसे। ओम यस्यात्मभूतस्य गुरुप्रसादात् अहं विमुक्तोऽस्मि संसारबन्धात् सर्वोपदेष्टुः शिवानन्दमूर्तेः मृद्वग्रयुग्मं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यं दयासिन्धुं दीनबन्धुं शास्त्रार्थबोधनपटुं मस्किरीन्द्रवरं नौमि श्रीचिदानन्दसद्गुरुम्। ॐ प्राणिनां दुःखहर्तारौ ज्ञानदोभुवनमुक्तये शिवानन्दचिदानन्दौ आश्रये गुरुसत्तमो। ॐ शान्तात्मानं प्रणतसुलभं सिद्धविद्याप्रभावं भास्वद्रूपं सुगुणनिलयं ध्वस्तकर्मादिवर्गं प्रज्ञावृद्धं निजसमदृशं तारदं त्यागिभज्यं साक्षात् ईशं मम गुरुवरं शिवानन्दं नतोऽस्मि। शिवानन्दं नतोऽस्मि। ॐ तृतीय मुण्डकं प्रथमखण्डः। प्रथमखण्ड ओवर्। भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ओ द्वितीय मुण्डकं प्रथमखण्डः। Normally when we study this Bhashya, Upanishad and Bhashya, the traditional sampradaya is everybody should sit like this during Shanti mantra. Shanno mitrasya varunaha, like that they will sit. They will sit like this. Shanno mitrasya varunaha. It is not it is a cold country, even a hot country also they will put the cloth like this. That's a tradition, Shankara Parampara. And then, so all the Shanti mantras will be told. And after that, the Dakshinamurti Ashtaga. Ashtaga means it is 10 slokas, Dakshinamurti Stotra. Oh, and that 5 slokas will be chanted. Dakshinamurti. Vishwam Darpana Dishyaman Gaditvilya. And then this Shankaram, Shankaracharya, all those things. And then they will start all the Shanti mantras will be told. Then if you chant all the Shanti mantras, time will go away. And then when we conclude, again all the Shanti mantras will be like this. You put, other times you can be here, but at that time you have to cover yourself. And you all, Kurmonga Niva Sarvasyaha, all, no part of the body should be visible excepting the eyes, nose and face. That's how it is. I studied like that only. Afterwards, at Shanti mantra, then you can do like this. And then the second 5 mantras will be told. And then Uttara Shanti, then Samno Mitra Samvaranaha, this other Shanti will be told. Brahmavadisham, Rasamavadisham, Satyamavadisham, Tanmamavid, Tadbhaktaramavid, Abhinmam. That only will be told. Not the Purva Shanti mantra. Samno Mitra Samvaranaha, Samno Bhavatva Yama, Shanna Indro Brihaspadihi, Shanno Vishnu Rudrakramaha, Namo Brahmane, Namaste Vayo, Tvameva Tvameva Brahmavadisham, Ratamavadisham. That will be first. Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami, like that. Vadishyami Avadisham. That will be in the plural, in the past tense. That is the Uttara Shanti mantra of the Taittiriya Upanishad. That you all learned. Okay. Dvasuparna Sayuja Sakhaya Samanam Briksham Parishaswajate Tayoranyaha Pippadam Swadu Atti anashnan anyo apijagashiti. In a tree, two birds with golden feathers are sitting. Samanam, on one branch they are sitting. Both identical birds. And one bird is eating the fruits. When it eats the fruits, some are bitter, some are sweet. So it is undergoing happiness and sorrow. The other remains as a witness. This is a symbolic way of art. It's an imagery of the jiva and the atma in our body. Then same next mantra. Samane vrikshe purusho nimagno anishaya shochadi muhyamanaha jushtam yada pasyatyanyamisham asya mahimanamiti vita shokaha. So although the birds are sitting and the bird is eating this, so it is undergoing pain and pleasure, pain and pleasure. Then one day little vairagya comes. Samane vriksho purusho nimagnaha. See, in that samsara, samudra it is nimagnaha, anishaya, and then the shochati muhyamana, and it is worried, I may have this problem, that problem, like that. Then sometimes, because of some grace, justam yada pashyati anyam, when he looks at the other bird, hey, this bird is not at all worried like me. This Mahatma is not worried, he is always in a state of bliss. How come that I am like this? How come, Swamiji, you are always smiling? People ask us, how come you are always smiling? So you look at Gurudev and then, how come that you are like that? So, asya mahimanamiti, then vita shogaha, then he becomes temporarily dukkha rahita. So that is our experience also. When you came here first, sometimes you come here. Ashram, so beautiful. So people feel that, Then when they go back, then come, then go back, then come. Sometimes it becomes, this solidifies. It becomes strong. Then automatically all the dukkha will go. Then that is the next mantra. Yata pashyaha pashyate rukmavarnam kartarabisham purusham brahmayonim tada vidvani punyapape vidhuya niranjana paramam samyamupayati. So that you come and go like that, and then you see that Mahatmas, you see that Anubhuti, Brahma Anubhuti, and then your condition, little happiness comes. Like that, in course of time, yada pashyaha pashyate, this seer see, when he see that Paramatma, kartarabisham purusham brahmayonim, that is cause for everything, that Bhagavan, when he realizes that, then vidwan, punyapape vidhuya, all his papas and punyas have been wiped out. He becomes realized soul. Niranjanaha paramam samyamupayati. Ultimate shanti will come. Now also sometimes, because of Bhagavan's grace, every one of you have got shanti some point of time. If you are there in that place, what will happen? Always dukkha only. Then, pranohyashaya sarvabhutehi vibhati vijanan vidwan bhavade nativadi atmakridaha atmaradihi kriyavaniyasha brahmavidam virishtaha. So up to that is the one individual jiva and the Paramatma has been told, and how the Jivatma becomes Paramatma. Jivatma becomes Paramatma, how? Keep on looking at that Mahatma. Keep on understanding what is life of a realized saint. What is spiritual life? Knowingly or unknowingly you are getting exposed to spiritual life. Knowingly or unknowingly you are connecting yourself to God. Knowingly or unknowingly you are becoming more and more pure. And then you realize it. That much has been told in the three shlokas. We understood actually. That summary is there. Then again it is told, pranohyasya sarvabhutehi vibhati. Then you see, wherever you see that some activity, wherever you see some glory, he is moving, he is talking, and he is singing, and he has got such this vibhuti. All these vibhutis come from that only. Whatever I see in you, you are able to walk, you are able to see, you are able to speak. All these faculties, all these capacities, all this power, all these things come from where? All your energy comes from that Paramatma, Vijanan, Vidwan. Then, that supreme reality alone is here. Everywhere, that is only pulsating in in everything, that remains dormant in everything, and it is projecting itself as the electricity comes through the various bulbs and other equipments. That Paramatma only is remaining in everything here and activates those things. So having realized that, Atma Kridaha, so he becomes Atmariti, he enjoys in himself. His Ananda comes from himself. His life itself is a Ananda. Atmariti, he doesn't need anything else to make him happy. He himself is the source of happiness. And Brahmavitam Varishtaha, he becomes Brahmavit Varishtaha. And then afterwards he may do some activity. In that case, when Kriyavan, then he may do some activity. What is that activity? Kuryat Vidwan Tata Asaktaha. So without any asakti, he will be doing help to others. He will be making others happy. He will be helping others. Different form of seva you will be doing. That is what Gurudev did actually. Then he says this, what is the sadhana we have to do? Satyena lepyaha tapasa hiyasha atma samyajnanena brahmacharyena nityam antasharire jyotirmayo hi shubro yam pashyati yateha kshina doshaha yateha yam pashyati. That whom, which Bhagavan, that yateha, those who are striving hard, those who are working, sannyasinaha yam pashyati kshina doshaha. When all the papas are gone, automatically the vision comes. When the darkness is removed, when the light comes, the darkness is removed. When the light comes, the darkness is removed. Likewise, when the papas are washed out, you will be able to, antasharire jyotirmayo hi shubhraha. Here you will find that Param Jyoti, that how to achieve that. Satyena lepyaha, by practicing satya, tapasa, samyajnanena, and then understanding that brahmacharya. So, satyam, tapasya, brahmacharya, these are the sadhanas we have to do. Then again he says, tatyameva jayate na anrutam satyena pantha vitata devayanaha yena akramanti rishiyo hi aptakamaham yatra tat satyasya paramam nidhanam. Satyameva jayate, the truth alone will win. Na anrutam, falsehood will never win. So we should never practice falsehood. Adharma we should not do. We should follow dharma and we should follow satya. So satyena vitata pantha, the path to that goal, path to that Bhagavan is a path of satya. Yena akraman, going through that path of truthfulness, passing in that. Yena akraman means yena charati ityartha. By moving on that path of satya, aptakamaha sannem, aptakamaha, all the desires are fulfilled. Tat satyasya paramam nidhanam, aptakamaha bhavanti nar. Satyasya paramam nidhanam, yatra atmakamaha bhavanti. Atmakamaha bhavanti. Because aptakamaha means achieved. All desires are achieved means what? There is no desire. Because Trishna means, Trishna Rahita means Asha Rahita. Aptakama means as long as you are desiring something, will be balance will be there. So no Trishna is there. So aptakama. Aptakamaha santaha paramam nidhanam satyama. Yena akramanti rishayaha hi aptakamaha yatta tat satyasya paramam nidhanam. They reach that goal, that is Bhagavan, aptakamaha san. Having achieved that aptakamatvam. Aptakamatvam means without, because there is no desire to achieve anything, they achieve it. Again this will come actually, because this, what is sannyasa? Sannyas means kamyanam karmanam nyasam sannyasam kabhiyo viduhu. Kamyanam karmanam nyasam sannyasam viduhu. All kamya karmas have gone. All karmas only kamya only. So then brihaccha tat divyam achintya rupam sukshmacha tat sukshmataram vibhadi durat sudhure tadiha antike cha pashyat vihaiva nihitam guhayam. This we have covered. Brihaccha tat, that Paramatma, Atma Swarupa, Brihad, big one. It is big, it is all pervading. Tat divyam, it is Brihad, it is divyam. It is adorable. It is Prakasha Swarupa. Divyam means divyate iti. So divyam means it is Prakasha Swarupa and it is Brihad, big one. And Sukshmat, Sukshmam. Achintya Rupam. Achintya Rupam, it cannot be comprehended by the mind. That Paramatma cannot be comprehended by the mind. It is Brihad, it is Divyam. It is Sukshmadi, Sukshmataram. It is subtler than the subtle. And it vibhati. Durad sadure tadi haddikecha. It is far away from that far away things. And tadi handikecha. Here it is very close to us also. Shap antikecha. Pashyat svihaiva nihitam guhayam. So this is a description. Why this description you see? Durat sadure antikecha. It is far away and very near means what? Far away and very near. If they say, tad ejadi, tad naijadi, tad dure, tad antike. All these pairs of opposites are told to say that it is all pervading. Bhagavan is all pervading. Bhagavan is far away is there and very close is also there. Vishnu Sahasranamam they read on this today. Bhayakrit, bhayanashanaha. Bhayakrit means, Bhayakrit ka shabdasya ko artha. Bhayam karodi iti bhayakrit. So one who generates, one who causes fear. Bhayanashana means one who removes the bhaya. So some people will interpret bhayakrit. Abhaktanam bhayakrit. Bhaktanam bhayanashana. So Bhagavan is going to decide whether you are a bhakta or a bhakta. Bhayakrit, it is up to you actually. If you are taken ashraya in Bhagavan, there is no bhaya. If you are total dependent on Bhagavan, where is the bhaya? You are there to protect me, I have no fear. Guru Maharaj used to sing a song. Chandrasekhara asraje mama kinkarishyasi vajyama. I am depending on Chandrasekhara, what Yama can do. Samadhi Bandhari sang one day. Chandrasekhara asraje mama kinkarishyasi vajyama. Whenever I see Chandrasekhara, I used to see this. So, all this, where all these opposites will reconcile. Yasmin viruttagatayo hi anisham padanti. Yasmin in that Paramatma, viruttagatayo, all opposites will reconcile there. What is spiritual life? What is spiritual life? What is Ananda? What is Shanti? Shanti is a reconciliation of all opposites. What is samsara? What is this here? What is troubling us? Opposite, pairs of opposites. Heat and cold, sukha and dukkha, praise and ninda, stuti and ninda. You are a wonderful person, you are a stupid fellow. So this dukkha, samsara is a pairs of opposites. Okay? And what is our mind? Mind is susceptible to the pairs of opposites. When the mind is not accepting the pairs of opposites, there is no problem. I always give an example in the class. One tiger suddenly comes here, what will happen? Everybody will push the other fellow before the Swamiji is there. First you will pull him there. So tiger will eat him, I will be safe. Tiger comes means everybody will immediately get up. Our class will be over. Badra karne mein nahi, I will go run away. But supposing if you are a small baby, 2-year baby, you are lying down there, what will happen? It will smile at the tiger. Such a beautiful thing has come. Am I right? Because I doesn't have any idea about it will kill another thing. May not kill also. How do you know it is going to kill you? So these pairs of opposites our life. So yasmin viruttagatayo hi adisham padanti. In that Paramatma, all these pairs of opposites will be reconciled. So our life, if it is reconciliation is there, problems are less. Tulya nindastutir mauni. Tulya nindastutir mauni means what? Tulya ninda is pairs of opposites, tulya for us. Sugadukke same kritva labha labho jaya jayo. Everywhere this is only told. We like certain things, we don't like certain things. That is why the problem. You want stuti, you don't want ninda. Suppose if you are very close to me, Swamiji is a fool. That is why he lost everything. If I say it in a good sense, then you will keep quiet. You are a fool, that is why you did like that means you just keep quiet. Otherwise, you are a fool means, I am a fool. Why do you say like that? You will become angry. So all these opposites actually. Durate sadure tadi handikecha. So that is Brihat, this is bigger, and it is Divya and Achintya, then it is Brihat and Sukshmat Sukshmam. And it is Prakasha Swarupa. And it is Durat Sudure. Tad Dure, Tad Vandige, Tad Sarvasyasya Bhakyasya. Ishavasya Upanishad. Okay? So, Paschat Ishaiva Nihitam Guhaya. What does it mean? It is all pervading. And it is beyond this samsara. Samsara means all these pairs of opposites will be there. The pairs of opposites only causing problem. What is the pairs of opposites? How does it affect? Ultimately, it is Priya and Apriya. What we want, what we don't want. I want this. I want you to say, I'm a good fellow. You're a good fellow. You are a wonderful person. I'm happy. You are a stupid fellow. I'm unhappy. I want you to give me something. You should not take anything from me. So whether you give or whether you take, it makes no difference. Whether you say good or bad, it makes no difference. Then where is the problem? I want sukha only. Why not dukkha also let it come? What is spiritual exercise? Spiritual exercise means that samya avastha, practice of the samya avastha. What is titiksha? What is titiksha? Sahanam sarva dukkhanam. Apratikara chinta vilapanihitam. Chinta should not be there. Yes, okay. Sukha, everybody will be very happy, everybody will happily accept. Dukkha, you are not able to accepting, that is why they say. We don't want ninda, that is why we say ninda, stuti, both take equally. If you are worried, I don't want stuti, if you think like that, hey, stuti also you will accept, they will say. So, all the pairs of opposites will be reconciled there. Yasminni viruddhagati yoshi anishampadanti. And then, Mandukya Karika, te parasparam viruddhyanti asminni taihina viruddhyate. All these contradictions will be reconciled in Bhagavan. All contradictions will be reconciled. In Vishnu Sahasranama you see, so many words are there. Most of the words can have two meanings. Sukhada. Sukhada means what? Sukham dadati. Sukham dadati sukhada. Jadi khandayati. Jadi khandayati. Sukham, you will take away the sukha. Bhayakrit. Bhayam karoti iti. Bhayam krintati iti. All the Chakrabhashya. Sukhada. So many das are there like that. Dada, it will ending like that. So all the pairs of opposites. Our life, our problem in life, our samsara, this life is full of pairs of opposites. The more we are able to reconcile to all the pairs of opposites, we are more close to God. We are more peaceful with us. The chalega, they say, let it happen, doesn't matter. Take it easy. Take it easy is an attitude of reconciliation. Not getting too much involved in these things. These are all sadhanas. Right? The way in which you are looking means that thought is going into your mind. Am I right? So all these, throughout Ishavasya Upanishad, the description is all pairs of opposites. Purnamadaha, Purnamidam. Why it is Sarvavyapaka? Where it is Sarvavyapi, there cannot be two. Bhagavan Sarvavyapi means there is nothing other than that. Where is the pairs of opposites? No pairs of opposites are there. When you are sleeping, where is the pairs of opposites? When tiger comes, what will you do? It is coming close to you and it is lying down. You will hug and sleep so that you get little more heat. So Durat Sudure, Tadi Antike, Pashyat Vihaiva, Nihitam Guhayam. So where is it? Nihitam, it is Antike Vai, Nihitam Guhayam, in your Hridaya Guha. In your heart chamber, that Paramatma is there, which is near and far. Which is near and far. And which is subtler than the subtlest. Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan. Greater than the greater, and the subtler than the subtlest. And it is Divyam. And it is beyond all explanations. And it is Brihat. Brihat, that is why Brahma has comes. And this you cannot see it with eyes. Na chakshusha grishyate, napi vacha, na anyer devehi tapasa karmana va, jnana prasadena vishiddha sattvaha, tatastu tam pashyate, nishkalam dhyayamanaha. So this Paramatma which is which reconciles all pairs of opposites, which is far away and which is very near, which is gross and subtle. That chakshusha nagrishyate. You cannot see that, you cannot understand that, you cannot perceive it through eyes. Napi vacha, you cannot explain that. No guru can explain that. He will put that idea into your mind and you yourself, the Paramatma in you has to understand the Paramatma. You cannot understand with your intellect. The Paramatma in you will understand it actually. Now you have covered with that Paramatma, you are not allowing to come. Put it like that. The Swamiji, whenever the scorpion comes, he will cover it with a dabba. So it cannot move, you see. Inside it will be. Like that we have covered that Paramatma with our mind. So, na chakshusha agrihyate napi vacha. Na anyehi devehi divyateti karanas. Nor any of these sense organs can behold it. Na tapasa. Tapasya cannot bring you that. Tapasya will only help you to purify the mind. Na karmana. Nor by any activity. Jnana prasadena vishuddha sattvaha. By jnana prasada, the inner knowledge comes. Vishuddha sattvaha means vishuddha antakaranaha. Sattva means mind. When the mind becomes pure, sattvaha, tataha tam pashyate nishkalam jayamana. When the mind becomes pure and when you are contemplating on jayamanaha, pashyate, nishkalam pashyate, jayamana, when you are meditating, when you are contemplating on that, when you are thinking that, then it reveals itself. It reveals itself. So all these exercises are required. Whatever we do this, getting up early in the morning, doing little japa, going to temple and praying to God, all these things are required. But ultimately all these sadhana should purify our mind. Vishuddha sattvaha, Vishuddha sattvam, like that Bhagavad, so many shlokas are there. Vishuddha sattvam, where it comes? The pure mind actually, the mind which has been purified from all dross, from all impurities. So all the other sadhana will remove the impurity from the mind. In that mind, when you contemplate that Paramatma, you will achieve that. So Kalakramena, it will happen. So all this is Purvaranga. What we are now doing is the Purvaranga, what we are starting that actually. The same explanation again it comes. Yeshu anuratma chetasa veditavyaha yasmin pranaha panchata samvivesha pranesh chittam sarva modam prajanam yasmin vishuddhe vibhavat yesha atma. Same thing again it is being told. Yesha means this atma, Paramatma, yeshu anuratma, this atma which is anupramana, chetasa veditavyaha. Only through the mind, you have to understand through the mind. Manasaya bhavatyavyam. What is that? Manasaya vaptavyam. Kathopanishad. Manasaya vaptavyam comes, mantra comes. So chetasa veditavyaha. Manasaya eva jnatavyam. Manasaya eva jnatavyam. Only through the mind you have to realize it. Neha nanasti. Neha nanasti kanchana iti manasaya eva jnatavyam. There is nanatvam is not there, is to be understood by the mind only. So, yesha anuhu atma, this atma, yesha anuhu, chetasa veditavyaha. With the mind only you have to do. How to do? Mind is there, why it is not able to hold it? Because it is not pure. So, veditavyaha. Yasmin Paramatmani, in which Paramatma, yasmin pranaha panchata sambhivesha. In that Paramatma only the pancha pranas are there. Pranehi chittam. Everything, mind, prana, sarva motam. Everything is that Otaprotam. It is, everything is that in that Paramatma only. All our sense organs, all our motor organs, karmendriya, jnanendriya, mind, everything is in that only. That is all not only ours, everybody is there only. So that Paramatma should be known. How to know? To be known? Yasminni vishuddhe. When that mind becomes pure, vibhavat yesha atma. When the mind becomes pure, the atma will be clearly known. All these sense organs, everything is resting in that only. That we have to understand. Why it is told like that? Why? First they say, in that Paramatma only all these things are there. And then this you have to realize with the mind only. When the mind becomes pure, you will understand this. Okay, this Paramatma. And before that first sentence they say, in that Paramatma all these things are Otaprota. Why it is told like that? If you don't understand this, Vedanta will not be understood. First they say, all these Panchendriyas, Jnanendriyas, Prana, everything is in that Paramatma only. Okay? Then they say, this Paramatma has to be understood by the mind. And by purifying the mind, you will be able to understand that. Why it is told like that? Fundamental thing, this you have to study. Without this point, whatever study we make, it won't be useful. And however much it is told, it will not enter into our brain. Why? Because we are searching for Paramatma outside us. Okay? We are searching the Paramatma outside us. As you want to see this object, you want to see Bhagavan as an object. Bhagavan is not an object. Your eye is within Bhagavan. Your nose is within Bhagavan. Your hand is within Bhagavan. Okay? So don't make it as an objective study. You understand from me? That is the key point. In Vedanta, accepting this point, all other things will be there, clear. And it is very difficult to conceive this, to accept this. You are trying to make the Bhagavan as an object. Bhagavan, let me have your darshana. That is okay, but not Bhagavan comes in front of you. Bhagavan comes in front of you and say, hey, you called me, I have come here. What will you say? You will treat him like any other object. What about taking a cup of coffee, he will ask you. Or chai pige. Sometimes you will suspect, are you a real Bhagavan? If Bhagavan comes, what will we say? So Bhagavan has to be realized here and realized everywhere. So that is why Sarvam Otam Prajanam. Sarvam Otam means what? Everything is in that only. Wherever you see, you should see, behold that. And it is not, and I am seeing from inside. As you see your leg, as you see your hand, like that you should see Bhagavan here in you. And then in you and everybody also. Am I right? This is the key point. Bhagavan is not something outside. It is very much your Atma Swarupa. Ishvaro Guru Atmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine. Ishvara, Guru, Atma, all are one only. The Bhagavad Sloka I keep on telling you. Bhagavan told Bhagavad to Brahma. And as Bhagavan in Brahma he received it. Kasmai Yovani Vibhagito, the sloka you see, the sloka meaning is, Bhagavan instructed this Bhagavata, revealed this Bhagavata in the mind of Brahma. And Bhagavan remaining there as received and understood it. When you are understanding Mundaka Upanishad, who is understanding? Bhagavan in you is understanding the Mundaka Upanishad. If your Jivatma is understanding, he will never understand properly. Manaprasada means what? Manaprasada means what? The mind should be prepared to accept the Bhagavan here. Mind will try to make the Bhagavan outside. And different from you, different from him. Somebody should be sitting in between you. That Bhagavan will not be a real Bhagavan. Bhagavan should sit here, everywhere. Samashatrauja mitreja tatha mana apamana yoho. Mana and apamana should be Bhagavan. Shatru and Mitra should be Bhagavan. So you have occupied all space, leaving nothing outside you. So that is what is told actually. So the mind realizes itself. The mind realizes itself actually. Because sadhus, we have to understand this. Otherwise we will be like ordinary grihasthas. You worship Bhagavan outside. What do you want? You want, I want this. All right, you take it, go. I want Swarga, you take the Swarga and go. So you go away. And again you come back. Why you have come back? Still some problem is there. Smartaf padakamalam atmanam abhyachasi. In Bhagavad there is a sloka. Kambadayalum Sharanam Brajema. Then in the Putana Moksha, Bhagavan, this with Uddhava, Putana Moksha, he explains to, in the first, when they meet Vidura Uddhava Sambhada, in the third skanda, Putana came and gave poison. Poison Bhagavan, she gave to Bhagavan. And then, but Bhagavan gave moksha to her. Putana gave poison to Bhagavan. Bhagavan, instead of that, he gave moksha to her. And then, remembering that, he says, Kambadayalum Sharanam Srimam Smaradav Padakamalam Atmanam Api Achasi. You remember his lotus feet. I come and ask you something. What will you give? What you have only you can give me. You cannot give any other thing which you do not have, you cannot give. Bhagavan can give Smaradav Pad. He will not only give his, but he will give himself to you. Smaradav Padakamalam Atmanam Api Achasi. He will give himself to you. Then he says, Kambadayalum Sharanam Rajema. He is such a dayalu, he will give himself to you. So you become my property. Bhagavan becomes my property, means it is here. Okay, Bhagavan's all-pervading nature, why is it is said all-pervading? Because he is not an object. He is the subject. Bhagavan is the subject. He is not object. Yesha Anuhu Atma Chetasa Vedidevyaha. It should be understood by the Chetas. Yasmin Pranaha Panchada Sambiveshe Pranaihi Chittam Sarvamodam Prajanam. Yasmin Vishuddhe. In the Chitta, when it becomes pure, Vibhavatyesha Atma. Atma Prakasha will come. Atma is already there, Atma Prakasha will come. Otherwise, next, if you are not this Chitta Prasad, purity is not there, but you are Bhakti, everything is there. And you have made Bhagavan outside, then Yam Lokam Manasa Sambibhati Vishuddha Sattvaha Kamete Yamscha Gamanim Tam Lokam Jede Tamscha Gamani Tasmat Atmakyam Archayet Bhutikamaha. So now people go to Mahatmas, Gurudev period also, people have come, met Gurudev. Then Gurudev saw, Gurudev, I want this. Sometimes they ask, sometimes without asking also, Gurudev might have given. Because what is there in their mind, that desire, that will be fulfilled. Whatever desire you have, that I came here with, I wanted to ask something, but it has happened. So that is a lower level actually. So Yam Lokam Manasa Sambibhati, whichever object you wanted, whichever loka you wanted, Vishuddha Sattvaha Kamete, when as the purity comes in the mind, whatever desire comes in your mind, it will be fulfilled. But I want this, you think. Immediately if it happens, it implies that your mind is becoming pure, more and more pure. I want this, you think, it should happen. Today you think, one person told me, one lady, her husband is a very top pediatrician in Chennai. And that Mataji is a, Chidan Swamiji is a devotee. So she used to come here, and in the winter season she used to come. And sometimes she will come and sit in my office and talk to me also. I know her also very well. So one day she told me it was very cold, and they are Andhra people. And so they eat, every day they have rasam, sambar, like that. So they will have daily rasam. And there was no rasam. So it was very cold. She was thinking, no, rasam is not there. So next day, our langar, they made rasam. So she says, I was thinking about rasam. Grandfather fulfilled it immediately. Grandfather sanctioned. Next day, rasam she got. And next day only she said, yesterday I was thinking like that, grandfather has provided. So whatever we think, it is fulfilled actually. Yam kamede manasa sambibhati vishuddha sattvaha. Kamede yamscha kaman, whichever kama comes in your mind, it will be fulfilled. As the mind is getting pure. As you are praying to God, because when the devotion becomes pure, it will happen. But that is a lower level. Tam logam jayate tamscha kamane. So therefore, tasmat atmakyam ki archayet bhuti kamaha. Whosoever wants aishwarya, whosoever to our benefits from this world, they should go to atmagama, avaptagamaha, sannyasinaha. Why this is told, this sloka? That is the key thing actually. Okay? Now, first sloka says, the previous sloka, this Atma is anuprayaha, And it is Chetasa Veditavyaha. It is very subtle. It has to be realized by the mind. And in that Paramatma, all these things, the entire world is there as Vodaprota. And when the mind becomes pure, you will be able to behold this. And now, again he says, Yam yam lokam manasa sambhibhadi vishuddha sattvaha kamede yamscha kamane tam tam lokam jayate tamscha kamane tasmadi atmakyam shyarchayet bhutikamaha. So even bhutikamaha, that is, bhutikamaha means those who are having desires. I want this Aishwarya like that. So whosoever like that, they should go to a saintly person. That saintly person will fulfill all these things. So, he archayet, bhutikamaha, atmakyam archayet. If you approach a saintly person, all your desires will be fulfilled. But how, the saintly person, how he got it? By Vishuddha Sattvaha, a person who has no desires in mind. I have no desire in mind means I become a saint. I can fulfill all your desires. Okay? So this is the glorification of a saintly person. What is his character? The lakshana of a saintly person is avapta samasta kamaha. No desire is there in his mind. So if you don't have any desire in the mind, you can fulfill all the desires, all the people approaching you. Okay? For that only it is told. If Mahatma there, you go and approach, everything will be fulfilled. That's not all. That Mahatma's greatness is, he doesn't have a single desire in his mind. Because of that, he has become Bhagavan and he can fulfill your desire. Once your mind is devoid of all desires, then you have become already God actually. So, you can fulfill all other desires. Okay? Think about it actually. Shastra has to be understood in the way it is to be understood. It should be useful to us. Just analytical, intellectually understanding, what is it? It is a barrier. Intellectual understanding of Shastra is a weight. Bharaparam Bhattagirida Justam Uttamangam, like that Bhagavad says, and Shankaracharya also says. What is that? Shastra Shabdajalam Maharanyam Chitta Brahmana Karanam, like that. So Shabdajala will not be useful actually. So ultimately Bhagavan has to make our mind free of all desires. What do you want? Your kripa and nothing else. Nothing else is required. So what is, if that is there, you can fulfill all others' desires. Why should I have a desire? Your desire I will fulfill. Whatever you want I can give. No? Okay. So Bhagavan's kripa be on us, so that our mind will be free of all desires, free of all unwanted things. Vishuddha sattvaha yatha bhavamaha tata tasya kripa bhavatu iti prarthaye. Okay. Om bhadram karne vishrudhyama devaha bhadram pashye makshabiryajatraha sthirairangai stuštuvahum jastanubihi veshema devahitam yadayuhu swasti na indro vruddhashravaha swasti na pusha vishwavedaha swasti na starshyo arishtanemihi swasti no brahaspadir dadatu. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om.